Hey, just gonna jump into this week's DIY. So we're gonna use this air dry clay that I picked up off of Amazon. I'm Janelle, this is toDIYfor, and we're gonna jump in quickly here to two very simple projects. And basically I'm just going to roll out some of this clay. I can leave what I purchased in the comments down below, a link for you. I think it was around $11 to $12 for the tub. And this is the second time I've been using it, so lots of projects can be made with this. We're just gonna roll this out to about 1/4 of an inch thick. Make it whatever size you want it to be. I'm making a small trinket tray here, and then I'm going to just use a bowl from my kitchen to make the circle shape that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to cut that out, and I would highly recommend putting down some parchment paper or wax paper to work on because it makes it easy for this to peel up off of. So I've pulled that out, and then I'm gonna make another circle around that circle that I already made. I just freehanded this one, and I made it approximately, I wanna say around 1/2 of an inch thick. I would suggest going a little bit thicker because I think it would have been nicer to have a slightly larger rim for this. Cut off any excess, and then to attach these two pieces together, what I did is I just took that butter knife, and then I'm going to ever so slightly scrape down just the inside edge of that clay to connect it with the bottom piece. And then you can see there's marks there, but we're going to just scrape it by, and that smooths it all out completely. So this rim, a little bit smaller than I want it to be, and I think the next technique that I use is a little bit better. But what I did love about this project is the cracked pepper effect. So just take your pepper grinder, you're gonna grind over some pepper here, and then I'm going to press that in gently. It will all get sealed in at a later date, so none of that pepper falls off. For this next project, similar thing, rolled it out to around 1/4 of an inch thick, and then I actually just rolled up the sides of this project to create the rim. And I do think that might be a better technique. I still, again, went in with that knife, scrape down some of the sides, smooth out the inside to really make sure that it connected there and it didn't crack open there when it dried. And you want to leave one part of it flat. It's kind of like a pear shape here because this is going to be a little kind of a spoon utensil holder that you can use at the stove. You can smooth out any rough spots with a little bit of water on your finger. And then I allowed this to dry for a few hours before I decided to imprint it. So I went in with the back edge of the knife and made these little imprints here just to give it a bit of a texturized look. There's a better idea of the shape of the product. You can make it as big or small as you want to fit your spoon, and then I'm just going to go in and paint it. What you have to do afterwards is completely seal this project. So I went in with some polyurethane on both projects. This makes sure that pepper doesn't really flake off at all, seals the whole project, and you do this once everything is dry, so well over 24 hours, and I did several coats of this. This will also allow you to be able to easily wash this. And here it is, a little spoon holder for when that spoon is messy. My boyfriend is terrible at this, so I basically made this for him, but I do think that it could make a cute little Mother's Day gift, a very customized piece. And this tray could be used at the front door for keys, change, things like that. I'm using it here as a jewelry tray, so you could do whatever you want with this, or you could even turn this into like a coaster and just put some felt pads underneath and make several of them. Let me know what you thought of this DIY, and I'll be back next week with a new one.